breaking news regarding the TikTok ban in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has basically said that they are upholding the law of the lower court, saying that this law is absolutely fine and that the national security risk does in fact trump free speech. The court is also saying that TikTok isn't being targeted because of what's said on it, but because of the security risk that they claim that it poses. Now, TikTok has two options at this point. Either they can find non-Chinese owners very, very quickly or stop operating in the US after January 19th, which is 2 days from now. Now, what we know right now is that President Biden has said that he will not be upholding the law and giving a 36-hour stay to make it Trump's problem, and Trump has said that he will vow to save it. So at this point in time, Supreme Court has not ruled on side of TikTok, so it's all going to come down to President Trump. Now, before you scroll on, do me a solid. In case this app really does go away, go to the link in my bio, click on my YouTube, and follow me there. In case it doesn't and you haven't already, please make sure to hit that follow button and drop your opinion about all of this. This isn't over. Definitely make sure to continue to call and write your senators. Let them know that you don't support this, that you don't really care what they have to say. There right now, remember, your congressmen and your senators, they work for us. We voted them in. And right now, 170 million Americans, half the country, aren't happy with this decision. They are not representing us. There are other options that they could do, but this is what they're choosing to do. And remind them that.
I'm here working, drinking my coffee, and got the alert. TikTok is banned, upheld by the Supreme Court of the United States of America. So I'm telling you something right now. If you ain't heard it, you heard it here first. It is upheld. Now, is that what does that mean? Well, it's in Biden's hands now. Biden said he would not enforce it. Let's see what they do. It's also up to China and ByteDance and TikTok to decide they're going to just go dark. But they could. They could just say, forget this. We're going dark because the Supreme Court said you are banned. It's what it is.
Update at 10:06 on January 17th. Supreme Court did uphold the ban. And I'll be honest, I'm quite surprised. I did not see that really happening considering all the options that were available. This is going to feel like a giant slap in the face. I know it does. But here are the positives. One, Biden administration is not upholding the ban. I don't believe either administration is upholding the ban. So I think, our experience is going to generally remain the same, at least through Sunday night. Pending, we'll see what happens with TikTok. No, I have not gotten any confirmation on a voluntary blackout. I've checked. I haven't gotten any official statement of yes or no. There are ways for this to be reversed, and it's going to be very determined on what happens Monday on if Trump decides to step in. There are ways that this could be reversed. It is a little bit harder, but this isn't over. And when I talked to the TikTok team when we were back in DC, one of them said, this is going to be a long year. And I think that this is going to be a long battle. I know that you're probably discouraged. I know that you're probably sad. And we can take some time for that. But this fight is unfortunately still not over, okay? I love you very much. I know this isn't what you wanted to hear on a Friday. I'll be here and I will be back. I'll probably make another video today and I'll be live again later.
Breaking news, TikTok ban update. The Supreme Court just upheld the ban. It will be gone Sunday the 19th. That is it. It is over. It is confirmed. That is the news. Thank you very much.
TikTok is in danger of being deleted on Sunday. The U.S. Supreme Court made a decision today on the TikTok ban, and they decided to uphold the law that was signed into Congress. Where does this leave us? This leaves us in a very precarious situation because this weekend is the transition of power. This weekend is also a holiday weekend. And they wrote this law very sneakily, making it the 19th, knowing that Trump would be sworn into office on the 20th. So Biden said he's kicking the can down the road. Even though he's responsible for enforcing it, the Biden administration said they're not going to enforce it. So that's going to be his last Hail Mary on his last day of office. So now we have the Trump administration coming in, and they're saying, we want to save TikTok. Trump could come into the office on Monday and extend the ban. And it's within a president's right to do so. And even the lawyer at TikTok said, we may be shut down on the 19th, but the 20th could be a new world for us. And the president has the right to push the ban back 90 days if he feels that progress has been made towards the sale. But also, Trump could just not enforce the ban. The Judicial Department is responsible for enforcing such a ban. And Trump can just have the Judicial Department not enforce the ban, thereby allowing Google, Apple, Amazon, and Oracle to not be fined, but then they'll be completely breaking federal law. I don't know. The craziest piece of legislation and focus that America has ever had for me, because they knew what they were doing by putting it in a federal aid package bill. They didn't debate it on the floor. They didn't let it go time. They didn't allow it to go through the regular process of being a congressional bill. And now here we are, and everyone's backpedaling because there's 170 million users who are American, of which tens of thousands of those make a living on TikTok, including all the small businesses that make a living, which is the American way, right? Stay tuned, guys. And if we're gone on Sunday, follow me. I'm everywhere. I'm on every app that you guys told me to go. I'm always on Meta. It's the same name on Instagram. I am on Fanbase. I downloaded Blue Sky. I'm on Red Note. I don't know.
The Supreme Court just announced as of Friday, January 17th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that they will uphold the law that supports the ban of TikTok on Sunday, January 19th. So apparently the decision was unanimous, and they determined that this app is a national security risk, and that banning this app actually doesn't violate our First Amendment freedom of speech rights, according to them. So here's what will happen now. Joe Biden has already announced that he will not enforce the ban for 36 hours. This gives Donald Trump time to be inaugurated, get into office, and invoke the one-time 90-day extension to save the app and try to get it sold. So there is still hope that Donald Trump comes in, invokes the 90-day extension, they sell it, the app is saved. But this is so much bigger than this now. They have made it very clear that they do not give a fuck about the American people. And yes, I'm angry. And if you're a creator on this app, you should be angry too. They are violating 170 million Americans' rights to a freedom of speech. Our First Amendment right, our own Supreme Court is violating, okay? Two, they are about to rip income, rip careers, rip people's livelihoods out from under them. They are about to tank millions of small businesses that use this app and use this platform to thrive. They want us to be poor. They want us to fail. They want us to be stuck in 9-to-5s where we can't afford to live, having to work 2-3 jobs to live. We can't afford groceries. We can't feed our kids. That's what they want. That's what your government wants. That's what they're trying to do. And you can't tell me otherwise. So all we can hope for now is that Trump comes into office and saves it somehow. I'm eventually going to make a part 2 today. I need to gather my thoughts. I need to gather my feelings. I have the Zoom call with Representative Ro Khanna at 4 p.m. today, and I'll let you know how that goes. I love all of you, and I'm so sorry this is happening this way. I'll keep you updated. As soon as I know, you'll know.
Supreme Court has upheld the TikTok ban. But, does it matter? Biden basically was like, I'm going to try to figure out how to save it, even though I literally signed a law saying I'm banning it. But then he realized that he doesn't really want to deal with it. And then essentially was like, Trump, you have to implement the law. But Trump is against banning TikTok. And Biden is against banning TikTok. And if you think about it, despite TikTok being banned and being upheld in the Supreme Court, and 50 Republican senators blocking an extension of the ban, really, no one wants it to be banned. So I have trouble believing it's gonna be banned. I have to check my complexion. Because think about it. There's 170 million people on TikTok. That's more people than those who voted in the last election. There are more people on TikTok than those who voted for the United States president. Let that sink in. No one wants this app to be banned aside from 50 Republican senators. I'm not trying to pick political parties' sides right now. But I have trouble imagining that Sunday it's really going to go away unless TikTok proactively shuts it down to send a message, in which case, welcome to the Chinese government. We're all going on Red Note. Hope this helps.
It's official. At 10 a.m. on January 17th, the Supreme Court voted to uphold the TikTok ban, and the U.S. government abandons its people once again. Now, you watching this, promise me one thing, that you will look up how each U.S. House of Representative member voted on this ban, and if your person that represents you voted to ban TikTok, primary them out of office. Do not support them. This is not a national security risk. They do not care about your information. They do not care about their data. They only care about the fact that TikTok was a free speech platform, and ideas and opinions that they do not support were moving faster and faster and faster than ever in history. They also have lobbyists like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk telling them to ban TikTok so that we go to Meta and X, so they can line their pockets, but we can't. Vote out your representative that voted to ban TikTok. Simple. It's all we can do now.
Good morning, you guys. Well, it's official. Seems like TikTok's gonna be banned and no Mr. Beast in sight to save the TikToks. So I'm kind of disappointed because I do like TikTok and I only been on TikTok for 2 months. So I'm kind of heartbroken, but it's okay. Um, I just, but I'm having fun on Red Note. I'm learning a little bit of Mandarin, so I'm having fun with that. But like they say, if I'm gonna still log in just to see, but I don't know what's really gonna happen because Biden's like, I signed the law, but I don't want Americans to hate me, right? Because I banned their favorite app. So he's leaving it to Trump so Trump can get all the hate, I guess. But Trump doesn't want to ban it. So I'm confused why he wants to leave it to Trump. But hey, so Trump, I think at this time is the only one who can save it because the Supreme Court did their job. Biden's not doing anything. So we'll see. Tell me in the comments below what you guys think. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.